Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. All right, this week I am using the Light Seers Tarot. However, I'm using the mini one. It's a pocket deck, and I love this. This is beautiful for people who have smaller hands, or if you have sore hands. A smaller deck is often, it doesn't pull your fingers apart as much. So if you use cards often, it's a fun deck. I got this deck for my daughter because she loved my deck and she's got little hands. And so I'm using her deck this week. Spirit guided me to tarot and I thought, hey, why not use the pocket deck? So we're gonna dive in. Oops, that's way too many for jumpers. That's, a big chunk. We're gonna dive in and see what the messages are. Actually, very interesting. Spirit's talking about a wave of inspiration. Now, with the energies of what has been moving, and then within this week, we step into the energies of February. The February energy update is up. So you can check that out on the podcast, whether you're listening to it here or on any audio platform. Definitely check that one out. Spirit is talking about a wave of inspiration coming in to help us with our movement forward. And again, I feel this like a wave, and it's almost like we will get caught up in it, but in a good way. And I see it like when you catch a wave when you're body surfing, or maybe you're using like a boogie board or whatever that is, and you catch the wave and it brings you right into shore. It's like that energy. Get caught up in the wave, but like on it and with it instead of being tumbled by it. There's a beautiful wave of energy coming in. And I really like that, considering we've moved past the heels of the full moon. February is an energy where things really manifest, things really show themselves. And they're saying it's a continued expression of the momentum that this year has brought forward. So what that tells me too is many of you may feel like your 2024 really kicks off this month. Others have felt it since the beginning of January. I know I've been feeling it since January started, but there is like a rooting that's taking place in the energetic frequency, or the template is like rooted, and now we can really kind of play in the waves versus being pummeled by them. So let's see what the cards have to share here. Oops, okay, one jumper. This is such a tiny little deck. It's so fun. Okay. Oh, yes. I love this. Okay, so the jumper card is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is that movement, that action, that the Knight is movement of something. Wands is fast, is fiery, is energetic, and that's a beautiful thing. So the jumper energy is this movement piece, okay? There's a definite movement piece. Now, I love how Spirit talked about the waves, because we have the Six of Swords, and she's literally riding the waves in her boat, and the crows are kind of pulling her forward. And this is about, like Spirit was saying, our ability to move with the wave of energy. We have the momentum. We're in a boat. We're not being pummeled by the waves. So within this movement, okay, these two beautiful fire and water movement cards here, what Spirit is trying to bring in with this movement is balance. And we see that with the Justice card. It's those scales of balance, the balance above, the balance below, the balance outside of you, the balance inside of you. There's a rebalancing that really desires to show itself this week. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. And so where in your life can you really honor this rebalancing? Because what Spirit wants us to recognize too in this wave of energy is to really be able to see where certain things have come to completion. And we see that with the World card here. There are certain things that have come full circle, and in that allows you to really, recalibrate your energy and find that balance. And it's about your observations. Your observations are going to be really key. Seeing things from both perspectives, as we see in this card, seeing it from both sides or all sides, helps you bring balance into it, and also helps you recognize the entirety of the journey you've experienced to get you to this point. And so Spirit's really inviting me to, interesting they're bringing this through today too. Yeah, Spirit's inviting me to invite all of you into a moment, a meditative moment. And it's quite interesting that comes up. I am hosting Meditation Monday tonight. So if you're wanting to dive into a deeper meditative moment tonight, you can sign up for that at avalonspirit.com under Meditation Mondays. But regardless, take a moment with me right now. And if you're able, if you're not driving or something like that, close your eyes for a moment. And just allow yourself a beautiful deep breath, a recalibrating breath. And a moment to almost observe everything that has brought you to the now. All of your accomplishments, all of the times you've tripped and you've fallen, you've tumbled, all of the times you have stood back up, stood in your position of power, set the boundaries where you needed, all of that, all of the moments that have brought you to now being able to ride those waves. And that's what Spirit wants to bring forward for all of you today, is you are ready to ride your waves. You have this boat and you have the energetics of the universe working in your favor to pull you in the right direction. You also have the energetics of this Knight of Wands helping to move you forward. And so these waves that come in of inspiration, of encouragement to step forward, of divine synchronistic meetings, of new opportunities, whatever those things are, they're coming in to bring you balance based on your completions. So if you take a moment or more time to ponder all of the stories that have come full circle, then you're in this beautiful state of harmonious balance, which will allow these waves to take you to shore in the exact area you need to go to. So something to consider today. So if you have moments where you're kind of walking around, say you're at your office or you're sitting upstairs having a coffee and you feel this whoosh come over you, if you feel the whoosh, take a moment to sink into it and feel, what is that bringing you? What awareness is it bringing you? What piece of information? Maybe it's a calming energy, maybe it's a forgiveness energy, maybe it's a clarity or a moment of insight in something you've been waiting to figure out. Those energetic whooshes are here for us this week. I'm curious how it carries us through the week, but ride the wave. You have absolute ability to do so. So I'll leave that with all of you. Definitely check out the podcast today for all the insights for February. And again, like I said before, I'm hosting the first Meditation Monday of this year. It'll be held once a month. So if you're feeling a draw to that, please do join me, sign up, and we'll have a really wonderful time diving in deeper to ourselves. And that's the whole purpose of Meditation Monday, is to give you a chance to dive in deeper to yourself, have a very valid experience, and take that with you as you move forward. So I hope to see you tonight, and I wish you a beautiful rest of your day.